Hello, and welcome to Unimportant Issues with Sir Kybro. That's me. Now tonight we got a heated debate on whether the US's MLD age should be lowered from 21 or stay at that age. Now see, in Bristol, England, where I'm from, the MLDA is 16, and I took great advantage of that. Quite possibly I was drunk through my entire studies at Cambridge. Now see, we're going to bring in an 18-year-old by the name of Mark Twain and see how he feels on the subject. Mark, would you like to come in? Okay, well, how do you feel about this subject?
If Europeans can drink at such a young age, why can't we?
Well, I'll tell you, John, it's because you are not the Oh, well, Mark, I'm actually not sure why your country lags behind so much, but I brought in an expert by the name of Dr. Alexander Wagner to tell us all about it. Doctor? Come in, Alexander. Hello there. Hello, Mark. So, can you tell this young man why he can't have a bloody drink?
Well, the answer is a bit more complex than you think, Sir Kai. There's a big difference between Europe and the US when it comes to drinking. The first would be the issue of drunken driving. Europeans have a bit of advantage when it comes to public transportation, while Americans are more prone to having their own personal vehicle, which unfortunately leaves to drinking and driving.
Because the Europeans got better transportation, that means they get to have all the fun?
Well, Mark, it depends on your idea of fun. The MLDA has saved thousands of lives since it was first implemented, some 15,000 to date. While it is okay to have fun in a social setting with a designated driver hopping in your truck after fight night, and a six-pack is a bad idea.
So glad I can just hop on a bus. Wouldn't want to drive with you bloody wanks anyways.
We always got access to drink, though. Obviously, this MLDA isn't preventing shit.
Oh, on the contrary, my young friend. In fact, one of my recent studies shows that when the MLDA is 21, people under the legal age for drinking drink less overall and will continue to drink less so through their early 20s. So.
Oh, Mark, I believe he just roasted you.
Oh, we've only just begun, Sir Kai. I'd like to take this time to invite a good friend of mine to the set to get the roasting and searing. Charles Hurley, would you please come out?
Wait, who is this guy? Did I invite him? Who are you?
Calm down, Sparky. I'm here to tell Mark about the effects of binge drinking.
Binge drinking? Is there any other type?
Exactly my point. According to the Surgeon General, back in the 80s, longevity for life was increasing for all age groups except for one, those under the age of 21. This is in relation to the effects alcohol has on your body, and with drinking and driving as well, that was mentioned earlier.
We used to drink a lot at Cambridge, and I don't even remember my sophomore year.
Well, you just proved a valid point of Dr. Wagner. Actually, Europeans in studies have similar, if not higher, rates of alcohol-related diseases compared to Americans. And this includes cirrhosis of the liver, which actually shuts off the ability of the liver to heal your body and replace cells that have been damaged.
Sounds like I might want to keep my liver.
That would be a start. Fortunately, not all college students think the same as yourself, Mark. I believe that if we drop the minimum drinking age, we're really only going to be widening the binge drinking problem.
Silly Americans.
Silly maybe, but one of the friends of myself, Elizabeth Whalen, she actually has a story where a student who was participating in some binge drinking at a college activity, he climbed into a chimney where he stayed for 3 days until someone found him later.
That had to be a mess. Shit never smelt the same, eh?
Yeah, it might be a joke to you, but unfortunately college binge drinking is a big issue, and this clip that I brought along actually goes to prove the point.
Roll clip.
It's move-in day here at UNCG, and most of the folks that we talked to had not heard about this proposal. But when we asked them about it, we got very strong reactions and very mixed reactions.
If you lower the age, then we're going to have a lot of accidents, a lot of deaths.
But another parent sees advantages to students drinking on campus versus in secret somewhere.
They'd be there where there are RAs who could see if somebody's been over drinking and get them into
whatever health care they need. And the differences continue on whether college-age students can handle drinking.
We're having a problem with the ones that are drinking now, the 21-year-olds. If you lower it, you're just gonna concrete the problem.
I don't think it would really affect that much, but there are people that are really irresponsible, and some may be too immature to handle it.
I think it's fine the way it is because the maturity level of an 18-year-old varies so much.
I miss you.
At least one parent calls on her own college experience when the drinking age was 18.
I think the kids can drink responsibly at 18. When I was in college, we did. We also were able, because it was 18, to do a lot of our drinking on campus. We didn't have to go hide out in off-campus houses and so on and so forth.
Wow, that was very interesting and informative. Regardless of the title of my show, this is actually a very important subject.
Yes, and it's something that's in great debate with a lot of people. And just like the expert before me, Dr. Wagner, you know, I really think that the legal drinking age needs to stay at 21.
I would have to agree.
Well, thanks for all the info. You guys really proved your point with all those facts. Guess should really change my drinking habits.
Yes, that's very good, Well, that's all we have for tonight on Unimportant Issues with Kai. Come back next week when we show you how to survive a zombie infestation. Joey, roll us out. Thanks, sound check, Joey, as a tech. Not as a check. Alright.